Hello everybody, and welcome to Let's Play Miracle Warriors, which is a game for the Sega Master System released in 1988, I believe? Yes, checking my notes. It was released January 31st, 1988, for the Sega Master System. Even though it says 1986. Oh, it's right there at the bottom. I'm smart. I don't know why it restarts like that. I guess there's supposed to be some kind of intro video that they ended up cutting out. So a couple of disclaimers on this game. This is a game that I got with my Sega Master System when I purchased it, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. And it's incredibly grind heavy. And I'm not planning on cutting much of the grinding. Maybe none of the grinding. We'll see. We'll go ahead and start it up though. So our name. I looked it up. There's no canonical name for your main character in this game, so I'm going to go with an old favorite of mine when I'm limited on characters' forenames. I use this for quite a few games where it only gives you 4, which is just Crom. And it just throws you right into the game. But it throws us here at what appears to be a castle. So a little layout for the actual game first. This image we can see in the top left is us. This is the game world. This is your 3D third-person representation of what your character sees. Down underneath him you can see Crom with 2 bars, a short blue bar and a long white bar. The short blue bar is our experience, and the longer white bar is our health. In the top right is a 3D representation of the map. And we can't go any farther that way. And then in the bottom right is basically our easy inventory, which is our money, our herbs, even though they look like potions. I'm guessing it's maybe supposed to be like a little bag of herbs, beast fangs, and our charisma, which basically works as our reputation in this game. So let's stop by this castle and see what they have to say. Excuse me. Fate calls thee to bar evil's entry. Thou must seek the seal of the Dark Lord. The seal is guarded in the Gorkish Shrine. Quickly, find the ancient sage, Kosama. And in true old-school RPG fashion, that's it. Good luck. So again, full disclosure, I've got a walkthrough for this. I'm not going to use it the whole time. I'm pretty much just going to use it when I get stuck, because I don't want to just read a walkthrough and do absolutely everything it says. What's the fun in that? I do know a little bit about this game, so it's not a complete blind playthrough, but I've never actually sat down and played through it. Let's go south. And our first battle, a Weasley Wimp. So here's the battle options. Most of the battles are one-on-one. We get other party members later, and I'll go into that when we get them. Our options are attack, retreat, talk, magical, and spell. We're gonna attack. Because he's a Weasley Wimp, you know? Why are we gonna run from this guy? And you can see, neither of us deal very much damage. But if you look at the bar above our health bar that I said was the experience bar, you can see that filled up a little bit. The more we fight, the more that fills up, obviously. Thy foe had 2 fangs. Now you can sell the fangs in town. You can also see our charisma went up there in the very bottom right. So we have a charisma of 10 now with 2 fangs. You can sell the fangs for, I believe, 50 guilders, which is what gold is called in this game. 50 guilders each. Now this is water. We can't get through there, but this is a bridge. Oh, also, I want to show you the save mechanic. It's like, how do you save? We've got heal. There is no herbs. Okay. Status. We can look at our character. Was Crom, strength of 3, defense of 1, and has absolutely nothing on it. He set out well prepared, ladies and gentlemen. Items. Again, absolutely nothing. So how do we save? You gotta remember, this is a Sega Master System game, and the Sega Master System didn't have a start button on the controller. It had one on the console. So there's nowhere to save, right? Wrong. You go to quit, and you can save right there. And we have 5 different save slots to select from. My main save slot is going to be 5, because I don't want to accidentally just thumb down and save over something important. Also, more full disclosure, we're playing on a Retron 5 with a power-based mini converter, so we can do save states. We're continuing south to this, which is a little village. So this is the village screen. It doesn't actually change. The left-hand picture doesn't change anyways while you're walking around the village, but whenever you stop somewhere and talk to them, this peaceful town is known as Garia. Okay, I guess he's like the welcoming committee. Welcome, what can I do for thee? This is the blacksmith? Actually, blacksmith is something else. This is the arms and armor merchant. He'll sell us a knife, an armor, a shield, or a feather. So I don't see a sword. Our options are, I guess the only weapon we can get is a knife. Well, that's probably pretty cheap, right? Let's see how much that is. 3,000 guilders. Now remember, we fought one enemy, and we killed him, and we got 2 fangs. The 2 fangs sell in for about 50 bucks each, 50 guilders each. So we got 100 guilders right now. It's 3,000 for the weakest weapon in the game. This game is money hungry. He will await our return. So let's just explore some then, because we don't have any money. Not really. Collected fangs are proof of valor in battle. Well, thank you. Thanks for the tip. Another little house. Our town requests 500 guilders as a simple donation. We don't have that. This is a hint. Character? Guide? This guy, if you give him 500 guilders... if you don't give him 500 guilders, apparently he's pretty offended by it. Sorry, please leave. It's fine by us, man. But if you give him 500 guilders, I believe he gives you a hint. Which I don't care to have. Buy feathers, for they will aid thy travel. Sounds neat. What about you? You got anything important to say? What dost ye desire of me? So, this is, I think, like the witch, like the town witch, or the herbalist, however you want to call it. So we can ask her to just heal us. Who is to be cured? Me. She'll charge an aggregated amount of guilders based on how many HP you're missing. So since we're missing almost nothing, she'll heal us for 60. But we don't want to do that right now. Come again if needs be. I will. So we can buy some herbs, which are very important, especially at this point in the game, because we're constantly grinding, we're constantly fighting. So herbs. 2,000 guilders too steep. So this whole conversation is really confusing. She says, is 2,000 guilders too steep? Implying that if you say, yes, it is too steep, she might lower the price, or she might say, well, get out of here then, you know, that's what I'm selling them for. But actually, when you select yes, you buy the herbs. And when you select no, you don't buy them. So she says, is 2,000 guilders too steep? And you say, no. She says, well, come again. So think about that conversation playing out. Is this item too much? No. Well, get out of here. Doesn't make any sense. But that's okay, because translating is hard. So I hear. I only speak one language. I have no idea. Oh. Knave, canst thou enter unbidden? And we have another little house here. Our town oh, we talked to him already? Nope. Sorry, please leave. I'll buy things at 50 guilders each. Sure. Come whenever it pleases thee. So now you can see we have 0 things and 100 guilders. This game is really... this is the blacksmith. And the way it works, and I can show you more when we actually have the money to buy items and armor, excuse me, is if you've ever played Fire Emblem, the way your weapons degrade over time, or over usage, I should say, to be more accurate, the same thing happens in this game. So if you buy a knife, I want to say it has 40 or 50 durability, and every time you use it, it goes down. and it'll break if you let it get all the way down. But if you come here and repair it, it's cheaper than buying a new one, and it doesn't break. Welcome. What can I do for thee? Okay, so we've talked to everybody in this town. We just need to go out and start farming. I really like the music in this game. I was looking for an exit to the town, but I don't know if you can exit by like normal means. Yeah, you just have to press like the cancel button. So, we're gonna chill out right here. Still learning the controls. Bear with me, folks. We're gonna save it. And we're just gonna fight. I'm just gonna walk back and forth and fight people. A Gelfus. So, this guy will kill us. Hard. I'll show you. Yeah. Ooh. I mean, maybe if we get lucky and he misses us a bunch, and we get to go first a bunch. But then you have to think about, there's no way to heal. Yeah, no, we died. Thou hast failed in thy quest. Yeah, I know. Thanks for reminding me. Just rub it in. And it sends you right back to the main screen. Luckily, we just saved. So you got to think about it too, what it's worth to fight certain enemies. Because even if we could kill that guy, he'd completely... Ah, a thief. Even if we could kill the Gelfus, it would completely decimate our health. And we would have to go back and heal. So depending on how much money he gave us, it might not be worth it at all. This guy is absolutely worth it. Because he gives us 300 guilders, which is pretty good at the beginning of the game. Ooh, more thieves. Fantastic. So I'm not 100% sure how the charisma works, except that I've heard later in the game, if you have low charisma or bad charisma... Oh, more Weasley Wimps. Very good. If you have low charisma or bad charisma, blah, blah, me will talk good soon. If you have low or bad charisma, certain towns won't even interact with you, like some of the higher tier towns. But I don't know that for certain. So yeah, fighting these guys and fighting those thieves is fantastic. Thieves are better for money, and these guys are better for experience. I don't know if that's too tough for us to fight or not. I'm gonna do a little scumming here. And I'm not gonna be save scumming the whole game. A lot of the times when you try and run, it'll mess you up really bad too. So I think we can take, I think we can take this guy, and then we immediately have to go heal. Oh no! And through time travel, we're just fighting him again. I know some people are against save states, but I'm absolutely not. It makes things easier, lets me have more fun, and, I mean, that's why I'm here. I'm here to have fun. Ooh, and we leveled up. He had one fang and 100 guilders, so that approximates to 150 guilders. We've got to heal. First, though, let's save. We're going to save in a separate slot, because I don't want to save myself into a corner only using one slot. Let's find the herbalist. So how much does it cost you to heal me? 420 guilders. So, see, it's hard to make a profit in the beginning of the game. Later on, we'll fight some beasts. I think there's a lion that gives you like 3,000, and there's another big guy that gives you 6,000 guilders. So it's not a huge deal. But, you know, we gotta heal. So we're gonna save again, because saving is good. And we're gonna keep on grinding. Ooh, an evil merchant. Okay, these guys are really, really cool. They're not very strong. They're not super weak. But, well, I'll show you. We could just attack him outright, because he's evil. I mean, look at him. He's wringing his hands. He's got those angry little eyebrows. But let's try and reason with him, you know? We're the hero of this story. We don't want to just go around hitting people that look evil. How are you, sir? Yikes! It's attacking. So, see, he didn't deal us very much damage. So, we're going to hit him back and show him that he picked the fight with the wrong person. Sorry, shifting stuff around on the desk probably sounded kind of weird. Come on, man. And that's why they are awesome. He had 2,000 guilders. And we could go and buy a knife with that, but we're close to being able to buy a knife with that, but that's not what I want to do. And I'll show you why. If you look in our status, our strength is 4. That goes up as we fight and level up, so that's good. But alternatively, the knife, it only adds +1, so that would take us from 4 to 5, and how useful is that really? Yeah, that's the wrong button, I know. What's far more useful is to get the controller to work. The controller seems to be having some difficulty. I'm not sure if it's because I'm running a Sega Master System cartridge through a Power Base Mini into a Retron 5. That could cause some issues, but the Retron is HDMI, and that's just how my setup is, so that's just how it's going to have to be for now. What we want to do is we want to buy some herbs. Is 2,000 guilders too steep? It is. It's way too steep, but saying yes buys them. And you can see now, we have 5 herbs. Interestingly enough, we can only carry 24 herbs, which is strange because they're sold in sets of 5. So I guess we could buy 20, use 1, and then go back and buy 5 more to have 24. Oh, we're just going to grind out a little more. Because to get armor, is this guy worth it? We'll see. I think he gave us like 150 guilders. And he seems to give decent XP, so that's important too. Yeah, 1 fang and 100 guilders, so that's all fine and dandy. Weasley went. He's pretty good for XP, not great for money. The other thing you have to balance is there are items later in the game that you can only exchange fangs for. Guilders have no use for them. And they're like 300 or 400 fangs for some of them. And as you can see, we get 2. Now there are monsters later where you can get, 15 and 20 fangs from them. Now this guy's really good for money because he doesn't deal much damage. I mean, he's not as good as an evil merchant, but he doesn't deal much damage. We don't get much XP, but we get 300 guilders. And 5 charisma. Woohoo! Gelfus. Now this is a dude that we don't want to fight. We absolutely do not want to fight him. At all. So, as we explore this one area over and over and grind, I'm going to read you the back of the box so we can get a little more information. Because the game just starts. We don't even know what we're doing unless you have the box, the manual, because that's how old games were. Miracle Warriors, Seal of the Dark Lord. Fate calls thee to bar evil's way. The Dark Lord Terarin has removed the golden seal from the Pandora Passage to let monstrous creatures roam the 5 lands. Ooh, I'll pause for a minute. This is a regular merchant. We do not want to attack him. Actually, I want to show you something kind of interesting that I found out you could do when I was testing to make sure it worked. So we're going to do a save right there. If we talk to him, first become stronger, then thou can fight. He kind of gives us some tips as we go, and then he disappears. Let's load. Let's kill it. See what would happen if we were evil. Thy foe had 1,500 guilders. It's good. But as you can see, our charisma went down to -30. So let's go here to the village and see what happens with a -30 charisma. This peaceful town is known as Garia. So he'll still talk to us. What about this person? Oh, I guess they will still sell us things. Regardless, I'm a good guy. I like to be a good guy, so I'm not going to fight it. Now, something interesting you can do, sort of, it's kind of complicated. The way it works is you would attack him once, and this only really works at your first level, but you attack him once. Oh, and he avoided the attack. And then he attacks. We take no damage. Because I think we one-shot him. Yeah. So, see, we got a little bit of XP when we one-shot him there. What you can do with certain enemies that are technically good guys is you can attack them, and then you can talk to them right before you kill them, and it doesn't take away your charisma. Because just attacking them doesn't make you a bad guy, it's just killing them. And that's only good for XP because you don't get any of the stuff for killing him, so you don't get, like, the guilders. 1,500 would be nice. If thy fame decreases, thy quest will be long and weary. It's our charisma, basically. Excuse me. So, back to the box. I have to find my place. An ancient prophecy foretells of 4 brave warriors, destined to battle Terarin and return the seal to its rightful place. Art thou the one fated to lead the miracle warriors? Does noble blood flow in thy veins? Join now in a fantasy role-playing quest across time to a world of swords and sorcery. 3 companions await you, if you can wake them from slumber. Miracle Warriors has a battery backup memory, so up to 5 can play and save their games. It's video gaming like you've never played before, only from Sega. So, it appears there's a bad lady, and we gotta stop her, because we're heroes. So we get 5 herbs for $2,000. So that means they're approximately $400 a piece. At the point we are right now, I believe 1 would heal us. Let's save real quick, because I want to see something. If we go in and talk to the lady who can heal, and she's going to charge us less than $400 to heal up, that's technically cheaper. So yeah, I mean, I know it doesn't seem like much, but we're saving 60 guilders by doing it this way. I really wish we could run into another evil merchant, because they're bad guys and they give $2,000, and $2,000 is good. Good. No, just a nice merchant. Stride the open plains where thou belong. Basically saying, go out and fight stuff, because fighting stuff is good for your level. I don't know if this guy's really worth it. I mean, he's worth it at this point because we're getting XP and everything. And we're about to go, well, we're halfway to level 3. Excuse me. 1 fang and 100 guilders. So I'm not particularly good at math, and I have a bad memory. I'm also kind of ugly, you know, if we're just listing our faults. But, so if we can get 1 more fang, that'll be 10, and they're $50 a piece, 50 guilders, so I believe that's $500. Unless I'm just confused about math. Ooh, Gelfus. Don't fight Gelfus. Run away. What's really bad is sometimes when you try and run away, it'll say, thou art surrounded, and then you just get pummeled. It basically just means you failed the runaway roll, and now they get a turn to fight you. Ah, Weasley Wimps. They're pretty good. So we'll get $100 off of him in the form of fangs, and we'll get some decent XP. Decent, not great. Thy foe had 2 fangs. He looked like he had a lot more than 2, man. I don't see why we didn't pull all them things out of his mouth. You know what? We're going to test something. I don't think we can fight this Gelfus, especially because we're not healed. But let's give it a shot. Nope. But look how much XP we get every time we hit him. And he avoided our attack. That ain't good. We're definitely not going to win this time. We almost got him. So yeah, we're going to retreat. I'm not an expert at these games. I'm not an expert at much of anything. But that's why I'm using save states. I don't want to put us in a position where I forgot to save with the manual save, and then you guys have to watch me grind up again. And it's no fun for anybody. So we're just, when we want to experiment is basically when we're using save states. Ooh, we just barely dodged out of the way. Go Crom! Ooh, we're getting close to another level. I wonder if it actually shows our levels. Nope. But I guess we're technically going up to level 3. Yep, let's save again, because saving is smart. Since we're still doing the same thing. Hello, merchant. We'll just chit-chat. Yeah, I know. It'll be tough. Hey, an unmutac. I can't help but think that this, like... If you ever saw Denver, the Last Dinosaur, there's an old cartoon that came on while I was growing up. It was really bad. Really, really bad. But it had a rockin' theme song. You should check it out. This guy kind of looks like Denver, but like someone put Mr. Freeze's face on him. From Batman the Animated Series. Because he's got like the little red goggles and like a flat face on what should clearly be like a dinosaur snout. And this guy looks like, what is it? Oh, I can't remember his name. Dragon Ball Z. Chi-Chi's dad. The Mountain King? King of the Mountain? Something like that. See, I told you, I'm not an expert on almost anything. So what's it going to cost us heal now? 380. I know it doesn't seem like it, but we're still saving 20 guilders. And we're getting there. We're up to 800 now. So, 800, I mean, that's got to be close to being able to buy, like, armor, right? Because an armor's got to be good. How much is armor? 5,000. Okay. What about a shield? A shield is more than armor? Really? Yeah, that sounds about right. And the inventory system isn't extensive in this game in any way, shape, or form. You know, there's just armor, shield. It's not like it levels up or tiers up and you get gold armor. There are special armors you can get later, but as far as buying from stores, as far as I know, it's just armor, shield, knife, and sword. See, look at how many teeth he got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, he's got at least 12 teeth. Maybe 13. He looked like he had an extra one down there on the bottom. And we're taking 2. I mean, 10 would be good. That's 500 bucks, I think. Again, not great at math. Be not scared. Art thou to crush evil? But, again, it's either I don't understand it very well because it's Old English, like Ivanhoe. God, I tried to read Ivanhoe once, like an original manuscript of Ivanhoe. Not manuscript, you know what I mean. And it was not good. I was like, huh? Wherefore, sooth, art thou to... verily? No, it wasn't for me. Hey! Ooh, we're getting close to another level up. Which is fantastic. Nope. Bye, Gelfus. Oh, I didn't mean to talk to him. So that's what I was saying earlier about the controller, is it's not responding very well. Like, here, I'll show you. I'm pressing left. Now. 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 Alright, well I guess it just wants to look bad. Make me look bad, excuse me. No, don't talk. Retreat. See there, I just pressed right 3 times and it finally worked on the 4th one. And I tried it with multiple controllers. I tried it with a Genesis controller. I tried it with a Super Nintendo controller. I tried it with an original Sega Master System controller because I do have the console. But it wouldn't work. I guess it's not recognized on the Retron. See, tell me that doesn't look like a dinosaur with Mr. Freeze's face. But he's also like kind of smiling at you or maniacally laughing. Hey, and we leveled up again. Which is awesome, but also kind of a bummer because we just spent money to heal and now we have to spend it again because when you level up, it doesn't fully heal you. So yeah, it's probably not worth it to try and heal up at the heal lady anymore. Let's go cast in our fangs if I can find the person who does it. So feathers, if I'm not mistaken, when you buy a feather... Oh, alright. When you buy a feather, you can then use the feather. Okay, where is the fangs guy? The feather will transport you back to the town you bought the feather at. And I don't see a whole lot of point in that, especially right now. Oh, I can't believe I just went around to talk to that guy again. Fangs guy. Is it you? 50 guilders each. So this should get us a grand? Yay! I can do math. And we're nowhere near being able to afford a shield and armor. Oh, I didn't mean to go back in there. Come on. So, I'm going to call it an episode right there, because we're approaching the 30-minute mark. And I hope you enjoyed this. I'm really enjoying this. I'm not one to typically go for the grind-heavy games because they tend to aggravate me. But, we've been grinding and playing the game for approximately 30 minutes, and we've gone up 2 levels, and we got some herbs, and I don't know, I'm having fun. I hope you are too. Either way, thank you so much for joining me. I highly appreciate it, and I hope you'll come back next time when we grind some more. Bye!